How was our world created? How did Earth come into existence? For over 1400 years, the Quran has provided Muslims with answers to these fundamental questions. This is the story of Earth's creation, as revealed in Islam's holy book. The narrative begins with a foundational truth. Allah is the creator of everything. He is the originator of the heavens and the earth. When He decrees a matter, He simply says to it, "Be," and it is. The Arabic word is kun, a single command through which the entire universe and our world came into being. The Quran reveals a fascinating detail. Before the heavens and earth existed as we know them, they were a single, joined entity. Allah then separated them. A verse asks, "Have those who disbelieve not considered that the heavens and the earth were a joined entity? And we separated them and made from water every living thing?" This description of a unified origin, revealed centuries ago, resonates with modern concepts of cosmic beginnings. The creation process, the Quran tells us, unfolded over 6 periods. Indeed, your Lord is Allah, who created the heavens and earth in 6 days. The Arabic word used, yom, can mean a day, but it's often interpreted by scholars as a long era or epoch, especially since the Quran states that a day with God is like 1,000 years of our counting. The creation of earth itself is detailed in this timeline. The Quran says, "He who created the earth into days." Initially, earth was a raw, unformed mass. Then, Allah spent the next phase preparing it for life, a process that brought the total to 4 periods. He placed firmly set mountains on its surface, blessed it, and determined its sustenance. This means the complete creation and preparation of our planet took for the 6 total periods. Mountains are described with a specific and vital purpose to stabilize the earth. One verse asks, "Have we not made the earth a resting place, and the mountains as stakes?" Like pegs holding down a tent, the mountains anchor the earth's crust, preventing it from shifting violently. After the earth was prepared, Allah turned His attention to the heavens, which were then in a state described as smoke or vapor gaseous, nebulous cloud. He commanded them and the earth to come into being, and they complied willingly. In the final 2 periods, He completed them as 7 heavens, adorning the nearest one, our sky, with stars, described as lamps and a form of protection. The Quran describes Earth's very shape and surface. The Arabic word da suggests that after its initial creation, God spread the earth out, expanded it, and made it egg-shaped, preparing it for habitation. He laid it out like a bed, placing mountains and rivers, and creating fruits and pears. All as signs for people who think. Water is repeatedly highlighted as the foundation of all life, and made from water every living thing, the Quran states. And Allah has created every living creature from water. The water cycle is described as a divinely controlled system. Rain is sent down from the sky in measured amounts to revive dead land, a precise system that can be given and just as easily taken away. The sky above us is called a protected ceiling, raised without any visible pillars. It appears to float, sustained only by Allah's power and design, shielding us from the harshness of space. To light our world and mark our time, Allah created the sun and the moon. He made the sun a shining light and the moon a reflected light, setting them in distinct phases so we can count the years. And a sign for us is the night, from which the daylight is withdrawn, leaving us in darkness. The sun, the moon, the night, and the day all follow their own precise courses. The Quran beautifully illustrates this, saying, "Each, in an orbit, is swimming." They never collide or interfere with one another, a testament to the perfect order of the cosmos. Once the earth was prepared with mountains, water, and atmosphere, Allah caused vegetation to grow. He sent down rain to produce diverse categories of plant crops, olives, palm trees, and grapevines. He describes creating plants in pairs, growing on neighboring plots of land, watered by the same rain, yet producing fruits of different qualities. These are all presented as signs for those who use their reason. After the plants came the animals. The Quran says Allah created every living creature from water, some that crawl on their bellies, some that walk on 2 legs, and some that walk on 4. Livestock were created for warmth, for food, and to carry our burdens to distant lands. Horses, mules, and donkeys were made for us to ride and as an adornment. This intricate creation is governed by a perfect and delicate balance. The sun and moon follow precise calculations. The heavens were raised and the balance was imposed, with a clear instruction: do not transgress within the balance. Everything on earth, from the mountains to the smallest plant, was created in a well-balanced measure. Nothing is random, excessive, or deficient. One of the most profound signs mentioned is the constant alternation of day and night. The Quran says that in this succession are signs for those who understand, for those who wish to remember and be grateful. It's a rhythmic, life-sustaining pulse for our planet. Throughout the Quran, Earth is described as humanity's home, perfectly suited for our existence. It's called a resting place, a carpet, and a place of settlement. He formed us and perfected our forms and provided us with good things. He extracted Earth's water and its pastures and set the mountains firmly, all as a provision for us and our livestock. The Quran also points to the resources placed within the earth for our benefit. It mentions the sending down of iron, which contains great military might and benefits for the people. It highlights the diversity of Earth's minerals, pointing to mountains with tracts of white, red, and deep black, all produced from the same earth. Remarkably, some verses are seen by modern scholars as hinting at concepts we've only recently understood. One verse states, "And the heaven we constructed with strength, and indeed, we are its expander," which many see as a clear reference to the expansion of the universe. Another describes how God is reducing the land from its borders, which some interpret as a reference to geological processes that constantly reshape our planet. Ultimately, every aspect of the natural world, the camels, the sky, the mountains, the earth itself, is presented as an ayat, a sign pointing to the Creator. The Quran invites us to look, to think, and to reflect on this evidence of intelligent design. We will show them our signs in the horizons and within themselves until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth. The creation of the world, according to the Quran, was not a random accident. It was the result of a deliberate command, a divine plan unfolding in precise stages. It began with the simple, powerful word be. From there, the earth was formed, prepared with mountains and water, adorned with vegetation and animals, and illuminated by the sun and moon. The sky was raised as a protective ceiling, and everything was set in a perfect, life-sustaining balance. The Quran presents the earth as a gift, a home, a test, and a profound sign of God's power, wisdom, and mercy. It is a world created with purpose for a purpose, and it is a story that invites reflection, gratitude, and awe. This is how the world was created according to the Quran, through divine will, perfect planning, and purposeful design.